The Wolverine Sports Network is on the air.
He's going to keep the football. Drive for the goal line. It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East. A Wolverine walk-off winner.
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Strike three! It's a perfect game! Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines!
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone, and what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Bow City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Bow City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
And we are live this afternoon at Jack Behringer Field, home of the Grove City Wolverines, and the site of this 2025 home opener as Grove City hosts undefeated Muskingum University. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs with you this afternoon here at Sunsplash Jack Behringer Field. Temperatures rising into the mid-60s. The wind is blowing out to left today, out of the southwest. It is... We may not have a nicer day this spring. We hope we have several like this, but for now, we will take it for this home opener. Grove City and Muskingum Wolverines went 5-3 on their Florida trip. Now 6-4 overall. Muskingum off to a great start this year at 10-0. The Muskies coming out of the always double tough Ohio Athletic Conference, and Muskingum off to a tremendous start, to say the least. Teams are getting loose, getting ready for this one. Muskingum out in right field doing sprints and calisthenics and so forth. Grove City likewise on the third base side. We'll take a break. We'll come back with today's starting lineups and get you set. Grove City and Muskingum. Well, the pitching matchup, all that, much, much more after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container, because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Back here at Jack Behringer Field, Grove City and Muskingum. This is a single game today. 1 9-inning game, Grove City and Muskingum. Muskingum coming in 10-0, Grove City 6-4. Time for the starting pitching matchup. First for Muskingum will be Max Vosters on the hill today. Vosters a righty. He's a junior out of Hilliard, Ohio, and Bradley High School. Vosters will make start number 3 this year. No record, ERA of .643. He's pitched 7 innings. He's allowed 12 hits, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks. Opponents hitting .387 off of him. But, of course, early in the season, numbers can get skewed either way pretty quickly. On the Grove City side, it'll be the senior right-hander David Leslie out of Butler. Leslie 2-1 this year. This will be start number 4, ERA of 1.89, 19 strikeouts. He's given up only 9 hits and 7 walks, 25 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .155 today. And a number of scouts are in attendance today, primarily to watch David Leslie pitch today. That fastball has been topping out in the mid-90s, and approximately 10 or 11. We've haven't. I think we stopped counting, but a lot of Major League scouts here today to watch the big righty out of Butler. And he will look to put on a show for them, as well as looking for the Wolverines to win the home opener today. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the first pitch. Grove City and Muskingum here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Jack Behringer Field. Ryan Briggs with you on the Wolverine Sports Network. Hope you're having a great Tuesday wherever you are. Beautiful day here in Grove City. The calendar still says winter, but it certainly feels like spring. Temperature in the mid-60s. Not a cloud in the sky here today at Jack Behringer Field. Wind is blowing out towards left center. Time now for today's starting lineups. First for Muskingum, which, as we said, comes in 10-0 under third-year head coach Jake Krupar. What a job he's done with the Muskies. 22 wins last year and off to a terrific start this year, including a win over one of Grove City's PAC brother in Westminster back on the 26th. The Muskies went over to New Wilmington and won in 11 innings, 5-1. Grove City is the second of 6 PAC teams this year that Muskingum is playing. Of course, Muskingum in New Concord, Ohio, down near Zanesville, for those wondering exactly where it is. So certainly not too far for the Muskies to go play PAC teams. They'll play Franciscan, Bethany, Waynesburg, W&J later on. And, of course, likewise for those teams going out I-70 to Muskingum, not a far trip at all. Anyway, the Muskies will have this lineup today. Leading off at third base is Grant Mellerson. Batting second in center field is Jasper Owens. Toby Tiki will bat third and play left field. Sam Palmieri, the second baseman, bats cleanup. Batting fifth will be the DH Lex Castaneda. Weston Mielek, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Benny Hess, the catcher, will bat seventh. Aiden Reese will play right field and bat eighth. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Connor Tommen. Once again, for Muskingum, it will be Mellerson, Owens, Tiki, Palmieri, Castaneda, Mielek, Hess, Reese, and Tommen. For Grove City, leading off will be the third baseman, Sam Bevan. In center field is Nick Sampson. He'll bat second. Colin Marin-Petro, the first baseman, hits third. Josh Minnick will bat cleanup and play right field. Caleb Nutter will be the DH and bat fifth. Luke Fatone at second base will bat sixth. Braden Coyle gets the start today in left field. He bats seventh. Adam Weber will catch and bat eighth. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Sam Meredith. Once again for Grove City, Bevan, Sampson, Marin-Petro, Minnick, Nutter, Vitone, Coyle, Weber, and Meredith. Your umpires today, Keith Lepianka behind the plate, and Todd Odell in the field. We'll take our final break, come back with the first pitch. Grove City and Muskingum. The 2025 home opener comes up next on the Wolverine Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to four-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at goredforwomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Pre-game meeting concluding at home plate. Grove City on the third base side in the home whites today. White tops, white pants, red numbers and letters outlined in black. Wolverines with the black caps today, along with the red bill. Muskingum in the traveling road grays, a classic look, black lettering with black trim and magenta numbers on the front. That's the official school color at Muskingum, magenta. So two classic-looking teams today. Both teams have the traditional block numbers. And the 2025 home opener about to get underway. It will be David Leslie on the hill for Grove City, 2-1. ERA of 1.89 this season. Of course, David, that breakout sophomore year, didn't pitch as a freshman, was coming off an injury. And then last year missed, was a little bit slow getting going, but then finished strong. What an outing he had in the PAC tournament against Allegheny. And now he, of course, he is the ace of this Wolverine staff, working with catcher Adam Weber. Weber and Sam DiStefano have both done a nice job behind the plate for the Wolverines this year. Here in the background, the wind really picking up, and between the wind and also the sun today, at this time of year, the sun angle still was it's not particularly high. Of course, the sun will not set till well after 7 p.m. here now that we are into daylight savings time, but could be a fun day, if you will. And fun, we say that facetiously, to play left field or shortstop or maybe even center field once the sun continues to swing around towards the west here as the afternoon goes on. Here at Jack Behringer Field, it is 3:20 to left, 4:05 to center, 300 down the right field line with the fence a few feet higher going from right into right center. But traditionally, the ball does not carry very well out to right center and right field here. Wolverines will be on the road tomorrow at Pitt Greensburg. That's a single game at 3:30. That was a late addition to the schedule, but as you know, with the spring sports, especially baseball, softball, the You don't put the schedule in stone. It's written on a dry erase board. The Wolverines will be at Pitt Greensburg tomorrow, then back home Saturday, doubleheader with Houghton. 1 o'clock first pitch here at Jack Behringer Field. It'll be Grant Mellerson leading off for Muskingum, facing David Leslie. Mellerson, left-hand hitting third baseman. Hitting .282 this year, no home runs and 9 runs batted in. We'll keep him off the bases. He's swiped 5 bags so far this year. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss from David Leslie. Pumped the fastball past him. Be interested to see what the radar guns are showing on him today. There are plenty of them here today, certainly all the scouts in attendance. Really cool to have all those gentlemen in attendance here. The 0-1 fouled off on the third base side. It is quickly 0-2 on Mellerson. Mellerson, sophomore from Randallstown, Maryland. Leslie's 0-2, lashed foul off the screen on the third base side towards the Grove City bullpen, and it remains 0-2. Getting underway right at the top of the hour, 4 o'clock Eastern here in Grove City. Thanks for tuning in today. The 0-2. Taken low and in, 1-2 now on Mellerson. He'll be followed by Jasper Owens and Toby Tiki here in the first inning. Slightly open stance for Mellerson. The 1-2 rolled on the right side. Second baseman Luke Vitone gobbles it up. Throws over to first baseman Marin Petro, and that is out number 1. One away for the center fielder Jasper Owens. Owens hitting .323 this year. It's his 7th start of the season. 1 home run and 5 runs batted in. He's been on base quite a bit this year. 6 walks, on base percentage of .447. Another left-hand batter with a slightly open stance. Third baseman Bevan creeping in on the edge of the grass. The first pitch is high for ball 1. Leslie working on the first base side of the rubber. Gets a sign from Weber, the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. The Grove City defense. Weber catching, Marin Petro at first, Vitone at second. Bevan at third with freshman Sam Meredith at short. Give the outfield alignment after this pitch. 1-1, low, 2-1. Braden Coyle, the freshman, gets the start in left today. Nick Sampson patrolling center field, and Josh Minnick in right for the Wolverines. 2 balls and a strike. This one's looped foul on the third base side, and the count even now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, top of the first. Single 9-inning game today here at Jack Behringer Field. Leslie kicks and deals. The 2-2 is high, and now 3-2. Leslie this year has walked 7 in 19 1/3 innings. 3-2 on the way. Here it comes. And misses inside for ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Owens. We talked about his propensity to get on base, and he's on for Toby Tiki, the Muskingum left fielder. Tiki hitting .353 this year. No home runs and 10 runs batted in. Third straight lefty batter to bat here in the inning. First pitch is high for a ball on Tiki. Sam Palmieri, who has one of the team's 6 home runs this year, is on deck. Decent lead over at first for Owens. The 1-0 fouled straight back. Did you flinch, Tyler? Tyler Grupak, or it's his first game here, baseball game as assistant SID, and his first flinch only took a third of an inning. We appreciate Tyler for all of his pregame help today. One the count. The throw over to first, and back with a head first dive is Jasper Owens. Owens this year is 3 for 4 in the stolen base department. Throw over again, and a little bit closer that time. Marin Petro put the leather down on him, but Owens got the hand in. Baron Petro, 6'5", big target over there at first base. Leslie out of the stretch. Set at the belt. 1-1, high, 2-1 now on Owens. Third baseman Bevan off the line and step or two in front of the bag, now actually creeping into the edge of the grass. Two-one on the outside corner for a strike. 2-2 now on Tiki. Muskingum making Leslie work so far. Already 15 pitches in the early going. Leslie set at the belt. 2-2. Just missed, and another 3-2 count. 3-2 on Tiki. We'll see if Owens is on the move here. Held on by Marin Petro over at first. Runner does not go. Swing and a miss. Leslie rear-backed and pumped that one past him for out number 2. First strikeout of the afternoon for David Leslie. 2 down for Sam Palmieri, the second baseman. Palmieri hitting .313 this year, 1 home run, and a dozen runs batted in. He's second on the team in RBIs behind Weston Mielek, who's currently in the hole. First righty batter in the Muskingum lineup today. 2 away. Leslie throw over to first, and Marin Petro tried to sell it, but back in safely is Jasper Owens. With 2 down, maybe Owens more likely to be on the move here. Leslie's first pitch, bunt shown and pulled back, throw down to first, and Owens gets back in through the back door. Weber gunned it down. Pitch is a strike on Palmieri. Count is 0-1. Palmieri Jr. from Mainville, Ohio, down in the Cincinnati area. Leslie set at the belt. 0-1, just off the plate. Count even now at a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down, top of the first. And again, another throw to first. Wolverines certainly concerned about Owens. Slightly open stance for Palmieri, righty batter in the back of the box. 1-1, strike at the knees, now 1-2. David Leslie out of Butler High School. Working with the Montour grad Adam Weber behind the plate. Throw over to first. Owens might have been leaning. He gets back in safely. Marin Petro put the tag down on his belt line, but Owens able to get back in with a head first dive. Remains 1-2. Bevan, the third baseman, hugging the line behind the bag. 1-2, swing and a miss. David Leslie, a pair of strikeouts. Muskingum made him work, but Leslie picks up a pair of strikeouts. For the Muskies, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 1/2 inning in the 2025 home opener at Jack Behringer Field, it's Muskingum 0. Grove City coming to bat. You're watching or listening to Grove City College Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
We go to the bottom of the first. Sam Bevan, Nick Sampson, and Colin Marin Petro to face Muskingum righty Max Vosters Muskingum the one-out walk to Owens, but he was stranded at first. We got our first look at the Wolverines at bat here in 2025. Don't forget, tomorrow the Grove City women's lacrosse team will open its home schedule, 5 o'clock start with Buffalo State. That'll be out beyond left field over on Don Lyle Field. Then a busy day here on campus Saturday, baseball doubleheader with Houghton. We have men's lacrosse as well, 1 o'clock Saturday with Kenyon. That'll be across campus at Thornfield, so a busy week upcoming with spring sports. Also have indoor nationals for track and field as well. We'll talk about that as we go along. So winter sports winding down, spring sports cranking up. And we can only hope for another 2 months of weather like what we have today. Sam Bevan will lead off for the Wolverines, the Wolverine third baseman. Right-hand hitter hitting .286, 1 home run and 6 runs batted in. The first pitch from Vosters is in there for a strike at the belt. It is 0-1 on the Louisville, Kentucky product, Sam Bevan. One is a number back towards the mound. Off the mound is Vosters. He will throw over to first and in time to retire Bevan on a swinging bunt. One away for Nick Sampson. Sampson hitting .216 this year. No home runs, 3 runs batted in, but he's walked 10 times this year. On base percentage of .388. So Sampson back up into the 2-hole today. Wolverines, mixed and matched the lineup a little bit down in Florida during that 8-game trip to the Rustmat Invitational down in Winter Haven and Auburndale, and Davenport too, in Central Florida. Foster's first pitch is a bit high for a ball, 1-0, on the Wolverines center fielder, Nick Sampson. Sky down the right field line, and a sliding grab. It is a fair ball, and a catch made. Coming in, running a long way, Aiden Reese, the right fielder, sliding grab, made the catch right near the foul line. That ball hung up for a long time, and you wonder with the way the wind is prevailing today, if it held it up just long enough for Reese to get there, but a very nice play for Reese for out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. 2 down for Colin Marin-Petro, first year at Grove City, and a welcome addition to the Wolverine lineup. The big lefty fouls off the first offering from Vosters. It is 0-1. Marin-Petro hitting .342 this year. Team leading 5 doubles, team leading 10 runs batted in. He leads the President's Athletic Conference so far with the 5 doubles. He's behind on the count, 0-1. 0-1 high, 1-1 now on the West Allegheny grad. 1-1 on the way. Low, 2-1 now on Marin-Petro. One of 2 lefties in the lineup. Caleb Nutter, the DH, who's in the hole, the other left-hander. One from Vosters. Excuse me, the 2-1, I should say. It's high, it's now 3-1. 3 balls and a strike on Marin-Petro, who's also walked 8 times this year. Team high .479 on base percentage. Slightly open stance. 3-1 is inside of the Wolverines have their first base runner. A 2-out walk to Marin-Petro. 2 down for Josh Minnick. Minnick hitting a team high .349 this year, 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in, returning all-region selection. Josh got hot as a sophomore and has really never cooled off. Voster's out of the stretch for the first time. And his first pitch is high for a ball to Minnick. Minnick has hit in 46 of his last 50 games. 21-game hit streak last year, currently on an 8-game hit streak. Voster set at the belt. 1-0. Just missed inside now, 2-0. Marin-Petro has not attempted a steal. It's a little larger lead over at first. Still not an exceptionally large lead, but he's inched off another step or so. 2-0 on the way is a strike at the knees. 2-1 now to Minnick. Benny Hess doing the catching, Weston Mielik at first, Sam Palmieri at second, Grant Mellerson at third with Connor Tommen at shortstop, Tiki in left, Owens in center with Reese in right, throw to first, and Marin Petro back easily. Two and one to Josh Minnick. Second team ABCA All-Region last year, third team D3 Baseball All-Region. First team All-PAC, and he takes the 2-1 low, 3-1. Caleb Nutter, the DH, waits on deck. So after two quick outs to Bevan and Sampson, Marin Petro walked, and now Minnick ahead in the count 3-1. Foster's pitch. Inside for ball four. Back-to-back walks with two down. That brings up Caleb Nutter, the freshman DH from Morgantown. Nutter, a catcher and outfielder by trade, but getting his crack at the DH spot today. Nutter, 2 for 9 at the plate this year. This is start number 3. Bats with 2 on and 2 away. Open stance for the lefty. Foster's first offering is off speed in there for a strike, 0-1. Mellerson, the third baseman, even with the bag off the line. 0-1, this was driven out to center. Center fielder going back, still going back, and it is over the head of the center fielder. Owens cannot make the catch. 2 runs will score on the play. Caleb Nutter, 2-run double, and the Wolverines have a 2-0 lead. Upball just kept carrying and carrying. You can hear the wind in the background, and Caleb Nutter put a charge into that one, and Wolverines have a 2-0 lead. Perhaps gifted the runs a bit, but they'll take them. They count. The back-to-back walks come back to haunt Foster's. That'll bring up Luke Vitone, the second baseman. Vitone, the senior second baseman, hitting .313 this year. He drives one out to deep left. This one is long gone. Got up into that jet stream. Luke Vitone jumped on the first pitch and hits his first home run of the season, the 12th of his career. And the Wolverines have jumped out to a 4-0 lead. 4-0. The back-to-back walks with 2 outs opening the door. Nutter and Vitone make Muskingum pay. Vitone jumped on that first offering, and it's 4-0. That ball was hit well, certainly. And then with the wind blowing out, as soon as it came off the bat, it was a no-doubter today. 4 runs after 2 outs. And I'll bring up Braden Coyle. Coyle making his second start of the season. He's 2 for 5 on the young season. Has 1 run batted in. The freshman outfielder from Upper St. Clair. First pitch is bounced on the right side. Palmieri, the second baseman, fields it on the hop. Toss over to first in time to end the inning. But Grove City strikes for 4 runs with 2 outs. Nutter, the 2-run double. Vitone, a 2-run homer. 4 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. We've played 1 inning at Jack Behringer Field. Grove City on top, 4-0. We'll be back with more after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is not a day to be a fly ball pitcher at Jack Behringer Field, as evidenced by the 2 balls Grove City hit in the bottom of the first, the wind-aided double to center that just kept carrying, and then Vitone's 2-run homer to left, as the wind really gusting here at Jack Behringer Field. Muskingum will look to answer. It'll be Lex Castaneda, Weston Mielek, and Benny Hess. 5, 6, and 7 due for the Muskies against David Leslie. Castaneda, the left-hand hitting DH, will lead off. 4.29 average this year, 12 at 28. 4 doubles, a couple of triples. He's knocked in 12. And Leslie's first pitch is a strike. Leslie winds and deals. This one's fouled straight back towards East Pine Street. And it's now 0-2. We are in East Pine Street here in Grove City Borough, across from Station 95, the Grove City Fire Department, as well as the Grove City Police Department across the way. (0-2) in the dirt. Now 1-2 on Castaneda. Another 1-2 from Leslie on the way. Breaking ball chopped foul and remains 1-2 on Lex Castaneda. Castaneda, a freshman from Garland, Texas. Muskingum, a lot of Ohio guys, but also sprinkling of elsewhere around the lower 48. 1-2 is low, 2-2 on Castaneda. Mielek and then Hess to follow here in the top of the second. Grove City on top 4-0. This one fouled straight back over our heads, out of play, and it remains 2-2 on Lex Castaneda. Bevan, the third baseman, off the line, even with the bag against the left-hand batter. Outfield shading him a few steps the other way. 2-2, punched foul. Castaneda hanging in there. Another 2-2 on the way. Here it comes. This one's squibbed on the left side. Bevan charging. Bevan on the edge of the grass throws over to first in time for the first out in the second inning. Castaneda battled, but Leslie able to tie him up, and it's out number 1. Brings up Weston Mielek, the first baseman. Mielek hitting .389 this year, 1 home run, and a team leading 16 runs batted in. Strapping right-hand batter. Mielek, a senior from Howard, Ohio. Leslie, senior from Butler, throws the first one in for a strike. Mielek showed bunt. Probably more just for show than anything else. Want to get a little better look at Leslie's offering. 0-1 from Leslie out of the windup. Pitch on the way. Was high and tight, and that clips Mielek. Looked like he got him on the shoulder. That's the second base runner of the afternoon for Muskingum. 1-on-1 down for Benny Hess, the catcher. Hess hitting .370 this year. He's drilled 3 home runs along with 10 runs batted in. Leads the team in home runs. Team high .778 slugging percentage. Team high .528 on base percentage. Nice guy to have hitting the number 7 spot of your order, the 5th lefty in the order. He takes ball 1 low from Leslie. Leslie so far today, 19 strikes, 13 balls through 1 1/3 innings. Muskingum has certainly made him work. .1-0 is a strike at the knees. 1-1 on Hess. Hess, sophomore from Cincinnati. Leslie checks the runner. Mielek over at first, throw over to first, and Mielek, who had a rather modest lead, is back in safely. Bevan on the cut of the grass, off the line at third. 1-1 high. Bluff start by Mielek. It's now 2-1. Mielek has attempted 3 steals this year. He's 2 for 3. Aiden Reese, who made that fine sliding catch last half inning, is on deck. 2-1, skied out into left. Coyle coming on. Waits for that one to come down. He makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down for Aiden Reese. Reese hitting .229 this year, no home runs, and 2 runs batted in, making start number 8 on the season. He's played in all 10 games. Reese, a sophomore from Cambridge, Ohio, so fairly local to the Muskingum area. Muskingum, of course, in New Concord, Ohio. First one is foul on the third base side out of play. It's 0-1. Trip up for the Muskies about 2 hours, 40 minutes. Toss over to first, and Mielek back in safely. Grove City will have 8, 9, and 1 due in the bottom of the second. Adam Weber, Sam Meredith, and then back to the top and Sam Bevan. 4-0 the lead, top of the second. Wolverines with 4 2 out runs in the bottom of the first. 0-1 inside, 1-1 on Reese. Reese, lefty batter, slightly open stance, back foot on the chalk line. Throw to first, and back safely is Mielek. Leslie's 1-1. Lined out to left, Coyle coming on, dives, cannot make the catch, he gets past him. It will roll all the way towards the fence. Chugging around third is Mielek. Throw back to the infield, it will be cut off. It is a 2-out double for Aiden Reese. That scores Mielek. And Muskingum on the board, it is 4-1. A sinking liner, Coyle coming in, fighting the sun, fighting the wind, and Reese taking it the other way. That ball, slicing a little bit, and it is a 2-out double to get Muskingum on the board. And a runner in scoring position for the number 9 batter, Connor Tommen, the shortstop. Tommen, sophomore from Cincinnati. And they're going to go out and check on Coyle. See center fielder Nick Sampson over there. Now head coach Matt Royer in year number 10 will go out and check on him. And head athletic trainer Rick Hawk will also walk out to left field and check on Coyle. Muskingum on the board and looking for more here. Grove City getting 4 runs with 2 outs last half inning. Muskingum answering. Mielek was hit by a pitch with an out. After the Hess fly out, Reese doubles to left. Looks like Coyle is going to stay in there. And it will be Tommen to bat in the number 9 hole, right-hand hitting shortstop. Muskingum will open its home schedule later this week. We'll talk about that as the day goes on. Throw back to second, and the runner is going to be picked off. The daylight play, Reese caught napping. Vitone cut behind him, and that will end the inning. The pickoff 2-4. That ends the inning. Muskingum gets one run, 1 hit. There were no errors, and nobody left. Through 1 1/2 innings here at Jack Behringer Field, it's Grove City 4, Muskingum 1. This is Wolverine Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Adam Weber, Sam Meredith, Sam Bevan, 8, 9, and 1 in the Grove City order due here in the home half of the second. 4-1 Grove City on top. And Max Foster's back on the hill for Muskingum. Working in the middle of the rubber, his first pitch to Adam Weber is bounced up the third base line. It is a fair ball. It's going to roll all the way down towards the corner. Adam Weber will cruise into second with a leadoff double. Adam Weber's second double of the year, making start number 8, and the Wolverines look to answer after Muskingum got a run last half inning. Weber hit that chopper down the line, and he's on at second with nobody out for Sam Meredith. Meredith, freshman shortstop, batting in the number 9 spot. See if the Wolverines have the bunt on here. Meredith does not have a sacrifice, but we'll see what head coach Matt Royer signals over in the third base box. Throw back to second. Weber back on a relatively close play over at second, pardon me. Perhaps a fact-finding mission as well for Vosters, seeing if perhaps Meredith tipped off anything. Millerson, the third baseman, even with the bag. First baseman, Mielek, the cut of the grass. Meredith shows bunt and takes a strike. It is 0-1. Sam Meredith hitting .297 this year, no home runs, 8 runs batted in. He's taken over as the starting shortstop. 0-1. That one misses low and away, count even at a ball and a strike on the right hand hitting Sam Meredith. Set at the belt, Vosters. Gets the sign from Hess. Decent lead at second for Weber. The 1-1, yes, excuse me, outside. 2-1 now. Nice crowd on hand here today at Jack Behringer Field. See a lot of folks set up out beyond center field, getting some sun. 2-1 is bunted up the first base line, foul, and now 2-2. Matt Royer coaching at third. Ryan Kalpfus in year number 2 at Grove City. He's the first base coach. Weber at second. Nobody out. Vosters set. Checks throw under Weber. 2-2. It's lashed foul off a screen on the first base side. It remains 2-2 on Meredith. Weber inching off the bag at second. Vosters set at the belt, gives him a look. Now a second look. 2-2. This one's lined out towards right center. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Weber getting the wave around. He's on the way home. The throw back to the infield is going to be cut off. Throw back to first, and Meredith just beats the play over at first. Sam Meredith drops a single into right center. Weber scoring on the play. He got a good jump, able to read it coming off the bat, and the Wolverines get that run back. It is 5-1 Grove City. Sam Meredith with his 9th run batted in of the 2025 season. Back to the top of the order to Sam Bevan. Bevan was retired on a swinging bunt back to Vosters in the first. Foster's out of the set, and this one's bounced through the hole on the right side. It's a base hit. The inside out swing from Bevan. He's on base for the first time today. The Wolverines have their 5th hit of the game. 2 on, nobody out. for Nick Sampson, who flew out to right, was retired on a nice sliding grab along the foul line by right fielder Reese. Bevan punching out through the right side. Hit and run was not on, but if you had the hit and run on, that's the type of hit you'd want to have. First and second, nobody out. Mielek, the first baseman, on the cut of the grass. Inside move, and now the throw back to second by Vosters. And Meredith back in standing. Vosters set at the belt. Sampson shows bunt, pulls back. That one's low and away for a ball. 1-0 on Nick Sampson, 2023 PAC Newcomer of the Year. The 2024 PAC Newcomer of the Year is Sam Bevan. He's over at first. .0 from Voster. Sampson bunts. Takes that one below the knees, 2-0. And you have to think Sam Meredith out at second base. He's going to throw his hat in the ring for the 2025 Newcomer of the Year award. Starting at short for the Wolverines. He's out at second. Bevan, the trail runner, at first. Count 2-0 on Nick Sampson. Foster's deal. Sampson shows bunt. Pulls back. And is now 3-0 on the junior center fielder, Nick Sampson. Nick, very gifted musically as well. Maybe he's talented with the instruments and so forth as he is with the bat and the glove. 3-0, Sampson taking all the way. It's now 3-1. Mellerson, the third baseman, still in front of the bag, about a step behind the cut of the grass. First baseman, Mielek, he has both feet on the edge of the grass. 3-1. Outside, the bases are loaded. A walk to Sampson. Bases loaded, nobody out for Colin Marin-Petro. He walked and scored back in the first. He has a chance to do some major damage here in the second. The Wolverines have a 5-1 lead. Bases loaded, nobody out. Weber doubled down the line to start the inning. Meredith singled him home. Bevan a single through the right side, and now Sampson a walk. First pitch to Marin-Petro, swing and a miss. He was trying to park that one off the dormitory in right field, but came up empty. 0-1. Meredith at third, Bevan at second, Sampson at first. The 0-1 low. It's now a ball and a strike. Outfield straight away and deep. Maybe shading him a step towards center is the center fielder Owens. 1-1 way outside, it gets away. Hess, the catcher, tracks it down. Runner's not going anywhere, bases loaded, nobody out. Last thing you want is to run yourself into an out. You don't want to do that in any situation, but especially here, bases loaded, nobody out, and you're number 3 man at the plate. Third baseman Mellerson even with the bag off the line. 2 balls and a strike to Marin-Petro. And the pitch, that clips him in the leg or the ankle. That will force home a run. Marin-Petro takes a couple of steps up the line. He is in some obvious discomfort. A very painful run batted in makes it 6-1. The bases remain loaded and nobody out for Josh Minnick. Marin-Petro will take his time heading down to first. Meredith scores on the play. Bevan to third, Sampson to second. Now Marin-Petro on at first after picking up his team-leading 11th run batted in. We have a visit to the mound from one of the Muskingum coaches. We mentioned earlier about indoor track and field national championships. Grove City will have 2 representatives this weekend, this Friday and Saturday at Nazareth University up in the Rochester, New York area. The women's mile, Lydia Bennett will compete in that. And in the men's 400, Alex Mitchell has qualified. Actually, those events are back-to-back. The prelims are Friday, 2:50 for Lydia to run the mile, and then Alex Mitchell, 3:05 Friday in the men's 400. The finals, of course, are on Saturday, so best of luck to them. They both had outstanding performances at the PAC Championships a couple of weeks ago over at Youngstown State. Both earned track MVP honors on the women's side. Lydia with 3 wins, Alex Mitchell winning the 200 and 400, anchoring the 4x4 relay as well. And they look to cap their outstanding indoor seasons at the National Championships coming up Friday and Saturday. Josh Minnick will stand in for the Wolverines. He walked and scored back in the first. Grove City so far 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Muskingum 1 run and 1 hit. The first pitch from Vosters is a breaking ball for a strike. Middle infield is halfway. (0-1) in the dirt, knocked down by Hess with a backhand. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Muskingum in the third will have Tallman, Mellerson, Owens, 9-1 and 2 due. Minnick, a couple of home runs this year. Foster set at the belt. Pitch on the way. Lashed up the third base line, foul past head coach Matt Royer. It's now 1 and 2. DH Caleb Nutter waits on deck. Foster's pitching out of the stretch, gets the sign. 1-2, breaking ball bounced on the left side. Shortstop with it, throws the second for 1, and that is it. As Tallman throws to Palmieri to get the runner at second. Really the only play he had, the ball was not hit particularly hard. Bevan scores on the soft bouncer. Sampson goes to third. And now Minnick on the run batted in. First and third now, 1 down for Nutter. Marin Petro retired on the play, 6-4. Nutter, 2-run double to center. And he scored on the Vitone home run last inning. 7-1 Grove City. Wolverines look for more. First pitch to Nutter is inside for a ball, 1-0 on the Morgantown, West Virginia product. Throw over to first and back safely is Minnick. Minnick has not attempted a steal this year. Minnick held on by Mielek over at first. Decent lead for Minnick. 1-0 fouled straight back. There we go. 1-1 swing and a miss by Nutter, now 1 and 2. We did not lose the video connection, but our audio was knocked off for a moment as that hit the power strip square. Not the first time it's happened, probably won't be the last time this year. 1-2 on the way, breaking ball. This one's looped out to right center, base hit. This one's going to get up the alley. That ball just took off out there. Nutter chugging towards second. He is in safe. Throw back to third. Diving in safely is Minnick. Caleb Nutter, another run-scoring double. He's knocked in 3 today. Sampson scores. Minnick goes to third. 8-1 Grove City. That'll bring up Luke Vitone. That's going to be the end of the afternoon for Vosters, as we will have a pitching change. The Wolverines are on top 8-1. We'll come back and tell you about the new Muskingum hurler after this. This is Wolverine Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? More ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
New pitcher on for Muskingum. It is the senior Nathan Johnson out of Thornville, Ohio. His first pitch to Luke Fatone is low for a ball. Johnson's his second appearance of the season. No record, ERA of 13.5. 1-1's a strike, or the 1-0's a strike, now 1-1 on Luke Fatone. Fatone, 2-run homer in the first. Ball and a strike. The pitch from Johnson bounced up the third base line, foul, and it's now 1-2. Johnson this year, 1 appearance, 1 and a third innings, 2 strikeouts, gave up a couple of runs, allowed 5 hits. He comes on in relief of Vosters, who is responsible for the 2 men on base. Minnick at third, Nutter at second. 1 down in the bottom of the second, and Grove City on top, 8-1. 4 runs in the first, 4 more in the second for the Wolverines. Johnson set at the belt, 1-2. This one's driven out to left. Coming on to make the catch is Tiki, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Minnick. The throw home is late. A sacrifice fly for Luke Fatone. His 3rd run batted in today. And the Wolverines add on. It is now 9-1. The sac fly. And Luke Fatone. A couple of pretty good plate appearances today. 2 down for Braden Coyle, the left fielder. He grounded out to second to end the first. Nutter at second with 2 down. First pitch from Johnson's outside for a ball. Mellerson, third baseman, off the line behind the bag. First baseman Mielek even with the bag. Throw to second and Nutter back in. Second baseman Paul Mary cutting in behind him. Of course, Wolverines closed out the top of the first by running the daylight play at second, getting a pick off. "1-0, it's a breaking ball, drops in for a strike to Braden Coyle. 1-1, the ninth man to hit this inning. Pitch in the dirt, rolls away a little bit, but Hess, the catcher, there to track it down. The count now 2-1. Nutter at second, decent lead. Set at the belt, Nathan Johnson on in relief. This one driven out to right. Reese fighting the wind, makes the catch for out number 3, and that will end the inning. However, Grove City adds to the lead 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 1 left. Through 2 at Jack Behringer Field. Grove City leads 9-1. Back after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 11 private institutions and 2 associate members, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics. As a charter member of NCAA Division III, PAC student athletes excel in 23 varsity sports as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is, this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. Know. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. Know by visiting nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Nine, 1-2 due up for Muskingum. Connor Tommen. Then back to the top of the order to Grant Mellerson and Jasper Owens. This one driven out to left. Coyle takes a step and then makes the chest-high catch. So quickly, 1 away. Tommen was at bat last half inning when Reese was picked off a second. I know last half inning noted that was in the first, but it was actually last inning. But had a long couple of innings so far today. Back to the top of the order for Grant Mellerson. He grounded out to second, leading off the game. We're in the top of the third. And the first pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike from David Leslie. Third baseman Bevan on the cut of the grass, well off the line. Baron Petro even with the bag at first. The 0-1. That one misses a bit low. 1-1 to Mellerson. One driven down the left field line. Coyle on the run towards the line, and Coyle makes the catch. That one was sinking fast. Coyle able to track it down for out number 2. 2 away for Jasper Owens. He walked in the first. One of 3 base runners today for Muskingum against the Grove City senior David Leslie. Leslie so far a much more efficient second inning. And to labor a little bit in the first 2 innings. First pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Leslie deals, breaking ball high, 1-1 on Owens, the center fielder. Owens hitting .323 this year. Slightly open stance on the inside chalk line. 1-1 breaking ball. In for strike 1 and 2 now to Owens. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the number 2 hitter in the Muskingum order. And swing and a miss. Got him to chase that one away. Third strikeout of the afternoon and a 1-2-3 inning for David Leslie. Zeros across for the Muskies. We go to the bottom of the third. Grove City on top, 9-1. This is Wolverine baseball.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Eight, 9, and 1 due up for Grove City in the third. That was the same combination that got the 5-run rally going last inning. Adam Weber, Sam Meredith, and Sam Bevan. Nathan Johnson came on in relief last inning for Muskingum. He's back on the hill. Grove City leading 9-1. The 2025 home opener. And will be Adam Weber, who doubled down the left field line. Hit that bouncer over the third base bag leading off. Later scored on the Sam Meredith single. And Johnson's first pitch is a strike. Muskies want to get some length out of Johnson today after the starter Voster's knocked out last inning. We'll get you Voster's line in a moment. The 1 lashed down the right field line, slices foul. It's 0-2. Voster's went 1 1/3. 6 hits, 9 runs, all earned, no strikeouts, and 3 walks. So right now he is the pitcher of record. Muskies will have to do some work to get him off the hook, but a long way to go. We're in the bottom of the third of this 9-inning game. Johnson set at the belt. 0-2. Poked foul by Weber, hanging in there. Wind continues to howl here at Jack Behringer Field. It's affected a couple of balls certainly today. Another 0-2. That went off the plate. 1-2 on Adam Weber, the sophomore catcher. Was a part-time starter last year. Missed pretty much the second half of the season due to injury. Had fouled a ball off his foot. Missed a lot of time. 1-2 outside, 2-2. For a couple times last year, Sam DeStefano was the Lone Ranger back there. Wolverines had 3 catchers last year, and 2 were hurt. Johnson will step off. And a soccer ball got loose from the far side and ended up in the outfield. The soccer field's 120 yards long. Why are they at this end? I mean, I think that's a fair question to ask. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one low, now 3-2. Guess that's the equivalent of the beach ball in the outfield at Dodger Stadium. The soccer ball here left center field. Of course, the soccer field and lacrosse field named for Don Lyle, who was a Muskingum grad. 3-2 roller on the left side. Bad hop. That one tied up Tommen. That thing hit the lip and came up like a skee ball ramp at the amusement park. So Weber will reach. Brings up Sam Meredith. He puts down the bunt, back to the mound. Johnson with it, throws over to first in time. Sacrifice goes 1-3. And moving to second on the play is Weber. One down, back to the top of the order for Sam Bevan. Grounded out to the pitcher in the first, signaled and scored last inning. And he takes strike one in from Nathan Johnson. So for now we've scored the Weber play as a bad hop single, but we may confer and see what the consensus is on that. 0-1, foul out of play on the first base side. The count is 0-2 on the Wolverine third baseman, Sam Bevan. Tallman was charging it as you're taught to do, and it just came up and ate him up. 0-2, breaking ball outside, 1-2. Weber, okay speed out at second. Palmieri, the second baseman, hanging near the bag, trying to keep him honest. Throw back to second. And Weber back in easily as that throw tailed away from Palmieri, made the catch on the glove side. No balls and 2 strikes on Sam Bevan with Nick Sampson on deck. Bevan, righty batter, facing Johnson. And the pitch rolled on the third base side. Mellerson checks the runner, throws over to first in time for out number 2. Two down for Nick Sampson. Sampson flew out to right in the first, walked and scored in the second. Sampson, right-hand batting center fielder. Weber out at second. Decent lead. Johnson's first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. And Johnson's done a nice job. He's come in and thrown strikes, which is what got the starter Voster's in trouble. 2 back-to-back walks with 2 outs in the first opened the door for the Wolverines to score 4. Oh, 1 skips away, and Weber will take an extra 90 feet on the wild pitch. The count is even at a ball and a strike. So Weber third now, 90 feet away, 2 away. The count is a ball and a strike on Sampson. One, low and away, 2-1. So after we talked about Johnson filling up the strike zone, he threw a wild pitch, and then that one was out of the zone. 2-1 on Sampson. 9-1 Grove City, bottom of the third. Two-one runs inside now, 3-1. Looked like catcher Hess might have been tied up a little bit by that one. He set up outside, and that one ran inside. 3-1 to Sampson with Colin Marin Petra on deck. 3-1, foul down the right field line, out of play, and the count goes to 3-2 on Nick Sampson. Weber at third. He led off with a bad hop single, went to second on the Meredith sacrifice. Bevan grounded out to third. Weber took third on a wild pitch. The payoff pitch, just a bit high, ball 4. Nick Sampson has walked for the second straight inning. He's on for Marin Petro, who walked and scored in the first, hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the second. So he so far does not have an official at bat. Marin Petro, big left-hand batter, 6'5", 225. Bats with runners in the corners, 2 away. First pitch from Johnson. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1 on Marin Petro. Sampson, good speed over at first. First baseman Mielek plays in front of him. 0-1 a bit high, 1-1 now. Muskingum will have the heart of the order due up next half inning. Tiki, Palmieri, and Castaneda. 3, 4, and 5 against David Leslie. David's had some long breaks today. This one bounced on the left side, and it's going to squib through, base hit. Rounding second on the way to third is Sampson. Throw back to the infield, cut off by Tom, and Colin Marin Petro goes the other way. Nice piece of hitting. Weber scores. Sampson goes over to third. Colin Marin Petro, his first hit of the afternoon. Second run batted in, and the Wolverines add on. It is 10-1 here in the third. That'll bring up Josh Minnick. Minnick has walked and scored, and then reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Later scored as well. And the first pitch is a ball low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Minnick. Johnson's next pitch is a strike at the knees, 1-1 now. On Minnick, the senior from Cumberland Valley. 2 on, 2 down, 1 in the third. Johnson set at the belt. Fires a strike in there on the outer third, 1-2 now on Minnick. Johnson with the old-fashioned stirrup socks up high. Black stirrups with the white sanitaries underneath. 1-2, rope through the hole on the left side. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is Sampson. Marin Petro stops at second. Josh Minnick. Hitting streak is now 9 games. Wolverines add on. It is 11-1 on the third. Wolverines have scored multiple runs in each of the first 3 innings today. First and second, 2 down for Caleb Nutter. 2-run double in the first, RBI double in the second. Lefty batter facing the right-hander Johnson. Johnson's first pitch, strike on the outside corner at the belt. 0-1 to the Wolverine DH today, Caleb Nutter. Nutter awaits this one. Tried to hold up, he could not. Awkward looking half swing. It's 0-2 as Johnson had him fooled. Oh and 2 on Nutter. Marin Petro at second, Minnick at first. Johnson's next pitch. Swing and a miss. The throw down to first to complete the putout is complete. Strikeout goes 2-3, and that ends the inning for the Wolverines. But Grove City adds 2 more. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Through 3 at Jack Behringer Field. Grove City on top, 11-1. We'll be back with the top of the fourth after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
This is Grove City College President Paul McNulty. Grove City College is a highly ranked national liberal arts college where your formation is viewed holistically, embracing mind, heart, and hand. You'll discover your calling and be equipped to pursue it. You'll also be a part of a community of purpose and principle. Faithfulness to this mission is one of our core values. Learn more about us at gcc.edu.
Tiki, Palmieri, and Castaneda for Muskingum, 3, 4, and 5 on the top of the fourth against David Leslie. 11-1 Grove City on top. Busy day in Wolverine sports tomorrow. We, of course, told you about the baseball team going to Pitt Greensburg. That'll be a 3:30 start for the single game. Women's lacrosse at home, 5 o'clock tomorrow against Buffalo State. Grove City men's lacrosse on the road at John Carroll 7 o'clock tomorrow night up in University Heights, in the Cleveland suburbs. Toby Tiki will lead off. He struck out on the first. David Leslie's first pitch is inside for a ball. 1-0 on Tiki. Tiki, a senior from Aurora, Indiana. Left-hand batter, starting in left field, shows bunt, pulls back. It's outside, 2-0. Bevan, third baseman, is on the cut of the grass. Outfield shading the batter, Tiki, the other way. 2-0, strike at the belt, 2-1 on Toby Tiki. Leslie out of the windup, working first base side. Tiki bunts. This one popped out in front of the plate, and it's going to backspin foul, and it's now 2-2. Some other baseball games ongoing today involving PAC teams. Chatham playing Russell Sage. 16-4 Chatham in the 6th. Westminster playing down in North Carolina. An update on Big Blue here in a moment. 2-2 on Tiki. Leslie kicks and deals. This one skied foul on the third base side, out of play towards East Pine Street. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Westminster trailing Methodist 3-0 in the 5th down in Fayetteville. Final from today, Teal falling to Gettysburg 5-3. 2-2 from Leslie. Low, and the count goes to 3-2. Geneva wins its 4th straight, 5-3 over Penn State Shenango. W&J in action tonight against Massachusetts Dartmouth down in Davenport, Florida. Bethany's down in Florida as well, playing Gwinnett Mercy. Three-two, hit out to left. And Braden Coyle there to make the catch for out number 1. Coyle's been busy out on left today. 1 down for Sam Palmieri. He struck out to close the first. Grove City, of course, was on spring break last week. A lot of schools having break this week. Muskingum's done some traveling, playing in North Carolina. Of course, we talked about the trip to Westminster a couple of weeks ago. Leslie's first pitch to Palmieri. It's a curve that has Palmieri twisting out of the way. It's a ball, 1-0. Leslie, the righty, deals. That was in there for a strike, 1-1. Sam Palmieri, right-hand hitting second baseman, open stance. 1-1 low, 2-1 now. Wind continuing to gust towards left and left center. 2-1, this one's hit out towards left center. Sampson on the run, going back. Still going back, this one carrying. But Sampson able to flag it down there near the warning track. That ball just kept going and going and going. We saw the Nutter double back in the first was a similar type of hit. That time Sampson showing that good speed and good range. You got a good jump on it. Tracks it down for out number 2. 2 away for Lex Castaneda, the DH. He grounded out to third, leading off the second. First pitch to Castaneda, breaking ball high, 1-0. On the Muskies DH today. Swing and a miss at a sharp breaking ball. 1-1 now to Castaneda. Grove City in the bottom of the 4th will have Vitone, Coyle, Weber, 6, 7, and 8 due. 1-1 high, 2-1 now. Castaneda, the DH. Lefty batter, 2-1. Just missed inside. Now 3-1. Leslie today, 3 strikeouts and a walk. He also hit a man. That was Mielek, who came around to score in the second. Scored on the 2-run double by Reese. And the 3-1 low, and Castaneda earns a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Weston Mielek, the first baseman, hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Castaneda over at first, held on by Marin Petro. Pretty decent lead for him over at first. Surprised if he's on the move here, considering the score. Throw over to first, and back with a head-first dive is Castaneda. Wolverines on top, 11-1 here. The home opener at Jack Behringer Field. Bunt off the screen by Mielek. That's 0-1. Muskies certainly need base runners, and maybe the element of surprise also. Temperature dipped into the low 60s right now. 0-1. And Mielek able to hold up, count now 1-1. Sun certainly has a little bit of heat in it, but the wind has a little bit of a chill in it as well. But, for March 11th, you couldn't ask for better weather in western Pennsylvania. Castaneda over at first. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Mielek swung through that one, and it's now 1-2. .320 to left, 405 to center, 300 down the right field line here at Jack Behringer Field. Leslie's 1-2, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for David Leslie. As he fired the fastball past him, and that will end the inning. For the Muskies, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Middle of the 4th, Grove City on top, 11-1. We'll be back with more after this from Jack Behringer Field on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Luke Vitone will lead off for Grove City in the bottom of the 4th. Braden Coyle, Adam Weber to follow. Grove City with an 11-1 lead. Wolverines scored 4 in the first, 5 in the second, and then 2 more last inning. Muskingum getting on the board with a run in the second inning. Luke Vitone, 2-run homer to left in the first, sac fly to right in the second. Vitone, the right-hand hitting second baseman out of Eden Christian. Johnson's first pitch high for a ball. What a career Lucas put together at Grove City. 3-time All-PAC at both second base and shortstop. He's back at second, which is probably his more natural position. 1-1 swing and a miss, or the 1-0 swing and a miss, now 1-1. And Vitone has a chance, to perhaps be the top of the list all time at Grove City in hits and runs. Definitely within striking distance. 1-1 off the plate, 2-1 now. Nathan Johnson came on in relief in the second. Vatone third all time at Grove City with 124 runs scored. One swing and a miss, 2-2. And Vatone also fifth at Grove City, 165 hits. The record's 189 by the outstanding Micah Burke, 2016 to 2019. 2-2, breaking ball, it doesn't break, it clips Vatone, and he's on base for the second time this afternoon. That will not count towards the career hit record, but he's on for the second time. That'll bring up Braden Coyle. Coyle looking to get on the hit train for Grove City. He's the only guy that's not reached base today. Grounded out to second in the first, flew out to right in the second. Johnson's first pitch to Coyle is low for a ball. Wolverines have mixed and matched in left field this year. We've seen some Coyle. Dan Luca, the sophomore, first year at Grove City for him. He's played some. He's out of Franklin Regional. 1-0 on the throw over. Vatone back safely. Trey Wagner has seen a little time in left as well. Foul on the first base side towards the parking area, and it is 1-1. Left field and DH, the two spots the Wolverines have been mixing and matching, although Caleb Nutter today with a couple of doubles. He's certainly maybe trying to strengthen his grip on the DH spot. A lot of options for Grove City in both of those spots. 1-1 strike at the knees, now 1-2 on Coyle. Adam Weber, who's 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored, is on deck. Vatone, decent lead at first. 1-2, driven out towards left center field, and it is going to roll all the way to the fence. Coyle, his first hit of the afternoon, he's into second with a double. Vatone rounding third, he will score standing up. Braden Coyle, he gets into the hit parade, a run-scoring double to left center field, and it is 12-1 Grove City. Braden Coyle gets Grove City's 10th hit of the afternoon. He jumped on that one. And that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Nathan Johnson, who came in and stemmed the tide for a while, but ran into a little trouble here in the fourth. And his afternoon will conclude. We'll tell you about the new Muskingum pitcher when we come back. Grove City on top, 12-1. We'll be back after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. It's that time of year again. Buy one, get one free windshield wiper sale. You heard correct. BOGO. Windshield wiper sale with any of our Valvoline full-service oil change through the end of the year. So get ready for Old Man Winter today before he arrives. BOGO windshield wiper sale through December 31st. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Lane Getz, the junior right-hander from Pataskala, Ohio, will come on for the third time this year for the Muskies. No record. He's pitched 1 1/3 innings, 1 hit allowed, and 1 walk. So Nathan Johnson goes 1 2/3, gives up 4 hits, 3 runs so far, a walk and a strikeout. He is responsible for Coyle out at second. Adam Weber will stand in. Weber 2 for 2. Doubled and scored in the second, singled and scored in the third. And Getz, first pitch, an overhand curve. Bounces in for a ball, 1-0 on the Wolverine catcher, Adam Weber. Getz out of the high set. Checks the runner. 1-0 outside, 2-0 now on Weber. Weber came in 4 for 23 on the season, but that average will climb quickly early in the season when you go 2 for 2. This one skied foul on the first base side. Mielek comes over, but it will land out of play near the Muskingum bullpen down the right field line. Grove City in the white jerseys and white pants today. Red numbers and letters outlined in black, red trim. Muskingum in the classic road grays, black lettering, black numerals on the black numerals on the back, magenta number on the front. Black trim for the Ohioans. Two 2-1 skips past the catcher. Hess tried to make the backhand stab, couldn't. The count now 3-1. Coyle taking third on the wild pitch. Weber righty batter. Coyle, he doubled in Vitone moments ago. 3-1 is high, and Adam Weber on for the third straight inning. Now, first and third, nobody down for Sam Meredith. Singled and scored in the second, sacrifice bunt in the third. First one is high from Getz for ball 1. Getz from Watkins Memorial High School down in Pataskala. Pitching out of the high set, runners in the corners. That one is high. Meredith ducks out of the way. 2-0 on the Wolverine shortstop. Westminster now trailing Methodist 8-0 in the fifth down in North Carolina. 2-0 in the dirt, 3-0 to Meredith. So Getz has come in and had a little trouble finding the strike zone here. 3 balls, no strikes. Coyle at third, Weber at first. Nobody down, 1 run in the fourth for Grove City. 3-0 splits the plate in half. Meredith taking all the weight is now 3-1 on the Cannon McMillan grad. Sam Bevan, awaiting his 4th at bat in as many innings, is on deck. 3-1 low. Back-to-back walks, and they are loaded for Sam Bevan. Bevan grounded out to grounded out to the pitcher in the first, singled and scored in the second, grounded out to third in the third. So he will bat for the 4th time, and we're in the 4th inning. Wolverines 12 runs, 10 hits so far. Muskingum a run and a hit. Pitching coach going out and having a chat with Getz, who has walked the first 2 men that he's faced. And some more activity in the Muskie bullpen down the right field line. Can't see who it is, but we can hear the mitt popping down there. 12-1 Grove City on top. And Chance to add on here, Sam Bevan. He was an all-region pick last year, utility. Both his pitching, he went 7-3 on the mound last year and did a good job at third base as well. Bevan off to a solid start as a sophomore. Certainly a key part of that pitching rotation. Gets out of the high set. First pitch to Bevan. High for a ball, 1-0 on the sophomore Sam Bevan. One-0 is a strike. Bevan taking all the way. Bevan, 7-game hit streak now, by the way. With that second inning single. Checks the runners out of the high set. 1-1. Skied to right. Reese coming towards the line. Still coming. Makes the catch in fair territory. Runner from third, tagging the throw at the plate, safe. Coyle able to get it into the back point of the plate. It was a close play. Good throw from Reese. Made that very close. Coyle scores. That'll close the book on Johnson. Weber takes third. Meredith still at first. Sam Bevan, the sac fly, adds the run. First out of the inning as well, and the Wolverines are up 13-1. Coyle scoring on the play. It brings up Nick Sampson, who's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Throw to first, Meredith back in safely. And the book complete on Johnson. He is tagged for 4 runs, all earned. Gets first pitch is a strike. Gets his delivery. He is coming straight over the top. Kind of falls off a little bit towards first base, but it is definitely a 12 o'clock delivery. 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2, and all of a sudden after struggling to find the strike zone, Getz is turning into a strike machine, 0-2. Weber at third, Meredith at first. They both walked. 1 down. Pitch from Getz. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Hess. One-two. This one's lined back through the box. Shortstop able to flag it down. Steps on second. Throw to first. Safe. Nice job by Tommen out at short. That ball hit hard. Weber scores on the play. Meredith out 6 unassisted. So Sampson picks up his first run batted in. And it brings up Colin Marin-Petro. He's knocked in a pair today. 1 for 1, a walk and a bases loaded hit by pitch. First pitch to Marin-Petro is inside for a ball, 1-0 on the left-hand hitting first baseman. One skips in, knocked down by the catcher, Hess, to prevent Sampson from moving up. In the 5th, Muskingum will have the bottom third of the order due up. Hess, Reese, and Tommen. Two-0 inside, now 3-0. Out of the high set. Pitch on the way, 3-0. It is high, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk. Third walk of the inning. That'll bring up Josh Minnick. Walked and scored in the first. RBI fielder's choice in the second. He later scored and had a run-scoring single in the third. He'll bat with 2 on and 2 down. Lane gets on in relief. Third pitcher of the day for Muskingum. And a first offering to Minnick is a breaking ball outside for balls. He yanked that one. It's 1-0. Sampson, good speed out at second. Marin Petro, not as fast as Sampson. He's at first. 1-0 inside, 2-0. But Marin Petro, he's a big guy. He moves pretty well. Two balls, no strikes on Minnick. Gets from the high set, 2-0. Low 3-0. Low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Minnick walks for the second time today, and Muskingum head coach Jake Krupar is wearing out a path from the first base dugout. That's going to be the end of the afternoon for Getz. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. Wolverines have him loaded with 2 down in the fourth, leading 14-1. We'll be back after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hey, is that a faucet running? Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. It is? Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact... What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum. That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe. How do trees clean the air? They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us. Cool. I didn't know that. Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Fourth pitcher of the afternoon coming on for the Muskingum Muskies. It will be Brandon Barnett, a freshman from West Salem, Ohio, Northwestern High School. And Barnett, this is his collegiate debut. And he inherits a mess. Bases loaded. 2 down. Wolverines have scored 3 here in the fourth. Caleb Nutter, who is 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles, will greet him. Grove City on top 14-1. For the reliever Getz, who just exited 2/3 of an inning. No hits, but 4 walks, no strikeouts. He's given up 1 run so far, and the 3 men on base are his responsibility. Caleb Nutter, 2-run double in the second, 2-run double in the first, run-scoring double in the second. He bats with Sampson at third, Marin Petro at second, Minnick at first. 2 away in the fourth. And Barnett's first pitch. Misses off the plate inside for a ball. 1-0. Nutter hits this one out deep to center field on the run, and it is gone. A grand slam for Caleb Nutter. So Nutter greets Barnett. A grand slam for Nutter. Put a charge into it. It got up into that wind and just kept going and going. The Wolverines put 4 more on the board. The grand slam. And Grove City extends the lead to 18-1. Caleb Nutter, he's knocked in 7. Now the 10th man to bat this inning, Luke Vitone. Swing and a miss. Vitone hit by a pitch and scored earlier in the inning. Barnett working on the first base side of the rubber. Breaking ball in for a strike, and it's now 0-2 on the Wolverine second baseman. Book closed on Getz, by the way. He gives up 5 runs. 4 runs, excuse me. 0-2 fouled off. Two chop foul at the plate again. Vitone, the 10th man to bat in the inning. Coyle, who doubled him in earlier in the inning, is on deck. Four in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third, 7 more in the fourth for Grove City. Barnett working out of the windup. Catcher Benny Hess. The 0-2 to Vitone. Breaking ball didn't miss by much. It's 1-2 now on Vitone. Pitch bouncing in there to Vitone. Burnett deals. Bounce to the left side. Mellerson fields a tough hop, throws over to first in time, and that will end the inning. But the Wolverines strike for 7. Grove City, 7 runs on only 2 hits. The hits were big, the double by Coyle and then the grand slam from Caleb Nutter. 7 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 5th. Grove City on top, 18-1 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Benny Hess leads off the 5th inning for Muskingum, and he takes strike 1 from David Leslie. Leslie beginning his 5th inning. He's thrown 67 pitches, 40 of them in the strike zone. Swing and a miss. Had Hess off balance on that one, now 0-2. Benny Hess flew out to left in the 2nd. Left-hand batter, vertical stance. 0-2 low now on Hess. He'll be followed by Aiden Reese and Connor Tommen. 7, 8, and 9 in the Muskingum order. One-two, breaking ball, called strike 3 at the top of the zone. Strikeout number 5 for David Leslie. 1 away for Aiden Reese. He doubled in Mielek back in the 2nd for the Muskingum run today. Reese, he has the only hit so far for the Muskies. First one rolled up the first base line, hits the bag. Baron Petro step in the bag, but apparently that hit the foot of the batter. So it was a look down. The first base umpire Todd Odell put the hands up for a foul ball. So it will be 0-1 on Aiden Reese. (0-1) in for a strike. Now 0-2 on Aiden Reese. Reese, the sophomore from Cambridge, Ohio. 0-2, bounced on the left side. Bevan circles behind it, throws over to first in time for out number 2. Bevan got a good jump on that one, cutting across the infield from right to left. 2 down for the number 9 batter, Connor Tommen. The shortstop for Muskingum led off the third with a fly out to left. Leslie on the first base side of the rubber, winds and deals. First one's a strike, 0-1 on Connor Tommen. One fastball top of the zone. Did he go? They asked Todd Odell, and he says he held up. Grove City bench thought he went around, but their opinion doesn't carry a whole lot of weight in the matter. 1-1 on Tommen. Breaking ball low, 2-1 now. Tommen, right-hand hitter. Leslie deals. That breaking ball just off the plate. 3-1 now on Connor Tommen. Grant Mellerson waiting on deck, hoping for an opportunity here in the top of the 5th. 3-1 is popped in foul territory. First base side, Baron Petro near the coach's box. Check that. It's not Baron Petro. That is John McIntyre in at first base, and he's able to make the catch over there at first to end the inning. So McIntyre says, hey, I'm in. And he made a nice play there fighting the wind to end the inning. Muskingum retired in order for the second time today. Halfway home here in the 2025 home opener. Grove City on top, 18-1. We'll be back with more after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Hey, is that a faucet running? Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. It is? Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact...
What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum.
That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe.
How do trees clean the air?
They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Seven, 8, and 9 due for the Grove City Wolverines. In the bottom of the 5th, Braden Coyle, Adam Weber, and Sam Meredith facing Brandon Barnett, the 4th pitcher of the afternoon for Muskingum. The freshman winds and deals. This one's punched out to right. Reese towards right center. Stumbles for a moment, keeps his feet, and makes the catch. And Coyle is retired. Coyle now in the afternoon is 1 for 4. Brings up Adam Weber. Weber doubled and scored in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 3rd, walked and scored last inning. So he's had a very productive day out of the 8 hole. Barnett's first pitch. In for a strike. It's 0-1 to Adam Weber. (18-1) Grove City on top. The 0-1 is low for a ball. Count even, a ball and a strike. 4 runs in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third, and then 7 last inning, highlighted by the grand slam from Caleb Nutter. 1-1 high, 2-1. Second round tripper of the day for the Wolverines. Luke Vitone, 2-run homer in that 4-run first. 2-1, hit out towards right center. And this time drifting to his left is the center fielder Jasper Owens to make the catch. For out number 2, Weber retired for the first time today. Barnett, after giving up the grand slam to Nutter, has retired 3 straight. 2 down for Sam Meredith. Meredith singled and scored in the second, sacked bunt in the third, walked in the fourth. So he is officially 1 for 1. He takes the first offering low for a ball. (1-0) fouled off, 1-1. Want to say hello to Mark Means, who, of course, does Grove City football for us in the fall. And hey, Mark might be putting on the headset here in the spring, too, depending on how things go. When we have some multiple events going on. 1-1 fouled off, 1-2. And he's tuned in today over in Trumbull County, Ohio. Always good to hear from Mark. He's a big baseball fan. He's excited about the prospects of his Cleveland Guardians this year. 1-2, driven out to center. Owens going back. Owens is there, makes the catch. And for the first time today, Grove City is set down in order. For Grove City in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've played 5 in the 2025 home opener at Jack Behringer Field. Grove City on top. We'll be back with more after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? When a tornado is tearing through town? Or a hurricane strikes? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. And it's not always as simple as using your cell phone. That's why now is the time to take action. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Top of the order for Muskingum, the top of the 6th inning. Defensive change for Grove City. We'll tell you about it in just a moment. First pitch to Mellerson is taken for a strike. Mellerson 0 for 2 today, grounded out to second in the first, flew out to left in the third. He bats leading off the top of the 6th against David Leslie. Leslie's 1-0, or 0-1, high, 1-1. Raymond Steyer has taken over at shortstop for the Wolverines. He's in the number 9 spot of the order. We'll reset the defense for you in a moment. 81st offering of the afternoon from Leslie is a little low, 2-1. 48 strikes, 33 balls for David. John McIntyre now at first, Luke Vitone still at second. Sam Bevan at third with Raymond Steyer at short. Outfield left to right, it's Braden Coyle, Nick Sampson, and Josh Minnick, with Adam Weber doing the catching for David Leslie. 2-1, slices foul on the third base side, 2-2 on Mellerson. He'll be followed by Jasper Owens and Toby Tiki here in the 6th. Two from Leslie. Bounced foul up the first base line. And it remains 2-2 on Mellerson. Grove City looks to be on its way to a win in the home opener today, the 2-2. Foul down the left field line on the run, Coyle, and that one will land on the track before he can get there. Not a lot of hang time on it. It stays 2-2. Wolverines up 18-1 here in the 6th. Mellerson, lefty batter, slightly open stance. Facing Leslie, who works on the first base side of the rubber. 2-2. Mellerson able to check a swing. It goes to 3-2. Leslie today has struck out 5. He's walked 2. Payoff pitch. It's low, and Mellerson, a leadoff walk in the 6th. That'll bring up center fielder Jasper Owens, walked in the 1st and struck out in the 3rd. Wind continuing to howl, blowing straight out to center now. Owens shows bunt, pulls back. It is 1-0 on Owens. Owens, a senior from Indianapolis, Indiana, switch hitter. Puts down the bunt. It trickles foul on the third base side. Owens, of course, good speed. I don't know to beat that one out, but if it hadn't trickled foul, count is 1-1. Temperature dropping into the 50s now here at Jack Behringer Field. Most of the field in sunshine. Home plate area starting to be covered by a few shadows. Runner breaks. Throw down is high. It'll be a stolen base for Grant Mellerson. So Mellerson swipes second. Count 2-1 on Owens. Now Mellerson shaken up down at second. Both base coaches will come check on the Muskingum third baseman. Mellerson with his 6th steal of the season. Tiki, who's on deck, leads the team with 8 steals. Now Grove City head athletic trainer Rick Hawk will head out there. He will check on Mellerson out at second. We're in the top of the 6th. Grove City on top, 18-1. Grove City's in the white jerseys today with the red numerals and letters outlined in black red trim. Grove City with the black caps and the red brims. Muskingum, the traditional road grays, black numerals on the black lettering in the front, magenta number on the front, black trim, and Muskingum has the black caps today. Continue to check on Mellerson out at second base. So we approach 6 o'clock here in the Eastern Time Zone. Glad you could join us today on the Wolverine Sports Network. Grove City College Sports here tomorrow afternoon at 5. Grove City Women's Lacrosse against Buffalo State. Then nothing on the schedule Thursday or Friday. Then we'll gear back up Saturday. Count is 2-1 on Jasper Owens. Mellerson, pretty good lead. Leslie's 2-1. In for a strike, 2-2 to Owens. And somebody's starting to stir down in the Wolverine bullpen. Not quite sure who it is yet. It is a righty, we can tell you that. Narrows it down somewhat. 2-2, swing and a miss as Owens late on that one. Second time he's gone down on strikes. One away for Toby Tiki. He struck out on the 1st, flew out to left, leading off the 4th. Mellerson with a leadoff walk. He's out at second. Swinging at the first pitch is Tiki. On the third base side, this one's going to land near the bullpen off the bullpen fence. It is 0-1. Sam Palmieri waiting on deck, hoping for an opportunity here in the 6th. As he said, Tiki pushes the bunt to the third base side of the mound, and Leslie will put it in his pocket. Oh, Tiki gets the second hit of the afternoon. It'll be first and third now with one down. And Matt Royer is going to come out and talk with the senior right-hander, Leslie. First and third, one down for Muskingum in the 6th. Muskie's looking to get something going. Again, the Wolverine bullpen is stirring on the third base side. And from our vantage point, we're blocked in terms of seeing numbers. I believe it may be Ross Morrow, the sophomore from General McLean. He's on the 1 mound. We do see number 40 there. He's on the far mound. There's a second man warming up as well. Though the infield confab has concluded, Leslie now 93 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. Muskingum really made him work in the first couple of innings. Millerson at third, Tiki at first, runner breaks. This one driven out to right. Minnick going back, still going back, getting twisted around, and it will one-hop the fence. 1 run in as Millerson jogs home. Tiki will pull into third, an RBI double. Tiki into second. Check that. No, I apologize. That was Palmieri who hit that. Palmieri doubles to right, Tiki to third, Millerson scores. There's been a lot to keep track of today. So 2-minute scoring position now for Lex Castaneda. First pitch to Castaneda is high for a ball. Muskingum looking to chip away a little bit more. Castaneda grounded out to grounded out to third in the second, walked in the 4th. 1-0 popped in the infield. Vatone fighting the wind, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 away for Weston Mielek. Mielek hit by a pitch and scored in the second, struck out in the 4th. David Leslie looking to finish off this 6th inning. First pitch popped up on the infield. Now drifting out the ball, carrying out into the short outfield area, the short right field, and Minnick will come on to make the catch, and that will end the inning. Muskingum gets 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left in scoring position. Middle of the 6th, Grove City on top, 18-2. We'll be back after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Bevan Sampson, John McIntyre due for Grove City in the 6th inning. Sam Bevan today, 1 for 3 with a run scored and a run batted in. Facing Brandon Barnett, who came on in relief and has done a nice job. First pitch is a breaking ball at the top of the zone, strike 1 on Bevan. Barnett, by the way, this year's 2 for 2 at the plate as well with an RBI. 0-1, bounces in, it's 1-1. Doubt we'll see him at the plate today, but you never know if Muskingum would lose the DH. One fouled off, now 1-2. Got word today in that Chatham-Russell Sage game in Worcester, Ohio. 1-2 line fouled on the left field line that Chatham has lost the DH today. So that's notable. If you care about such things like I do, always get a kick out of that. Ball and 2 strikes on Bevan. Barnett deals. That one low now 2-2. The Wolverines will open up PAC play at Chatham on the 22nd. Nick Rush's team, they've been coming on the last couple of years, knocking on the door of PAC tournament contention, and it's like a pretty good squad down for the purple and white. Bevan drives this one out the left. This one is way back and gone. Sam Bevan, solo homer to left. Third round tripper of the day for the Wolverines, and it is 19-2. Sam Bevan hits his second home run of the season. And the Wolverines have a 19-2 lead. That'll bring up Nick Sampson. He scored 3 times today, 0 for 2 officially. Flew out to right in the first, walked and scored in the second, walked and scored in the third. Fielder's choice, knocked in a run and then scored in the 4th. Barnett deals. The 0-1 is a strike. It's 0-2 on Nick Sampson. John McIntyre, the freshman from New York State, on deck for his first at bat of the afternoon. He came on defensively back in the top of the 5th for Grove City. Oh, 2, 1-2, as that one's low. Marin Petro was on base 4 times and had 1 at bat. 1-2 outside, 2-2 now to Nick Sampson. Said he has scored 3 times today. This one looped out to left. It's a base hit. It's going to roll. Cut off by the left fielder. Throw back in, and it's going to be a hustling double for Nick Sampson. Tiki got to it in a hurry, but Nick Sampson, at good speed, able to leg out a double. And the Wolverines have a man on for John McIntyre, who's 1 for 1 at the plate this year, his first at bat. Marin Petro walked and scored in the first, hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the second, singled in a run on the third, walked and scored in the 4th. So Marin Petro, he got a lot done in his 4 innings of work today. First pitch is a strike to John McIntyre. We're in the bottom of the 6th, Grove City on top. Sam Bevan with a home run moments ago. 0-1 is a strike at the knees, 0-2. Lashed foul on the right field side. It stays 0-2 on McIntyre. Bit of an emergency hack there for McIntyre. 19 runs on 13 hits today for Grove City. Barnett, the high set. 0-2 is fouled off the plate. McIntyre got a piece of that breaking ball to stay alive. And remains 0-2. Another 0-2. This one's rolled through the left side. Tommen deep in the hole, throwing over to first in time. What a play by Tommen. Tommen deep in the hole, off balance, off the back foot. A fabulous play from Tommen to retire McIntyre. He is out number 1 in the 6th. One down for Josh Minnick. Minnick, 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored today, couple of walks. He takes strike 1 from Brandon Barnett. This will be unofficially the 150th pitch of the day for Muskingum pitchers, and this one's going to be hit out to right. Reese comes in and makes the catch for the second out of the 6th. 2 down for the Wolverine DH, Caleb Nutter. Nutter, 2-run double in the 1st, RBI double in the 2nd, struck out on the 3rd, grand slam in the 4th. He was the first batter that Barnett faced. He came in with the bases loaded, and Nutter unloaded him with a grand slam to center field. Sampson at second after the double. First pitch to Nutter is a strike. Bevan led off the inning with a homer. 0-1 outside, 1-1. Ball on a strike. This one lashed foul on the third base side towards Pine Street. Landed in front of a couple of unsuspecting pedestrians down there. 1-2. Barnett out of the high set, facing fellow freshman Nutter. This one's outside, 2-2 now to Caleb Nutter. Wind continuing to gust. It's been howling all afternoon, blowing straight out to left and now towards left center. Two-two breaking ball just missed inside. And it's now 3-2. Tough take from Nutter there with 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down on the 6th. Pitch, swing and a miss, and a pitch in the dirt. Hess will throw down to first to complete the putout, and that will end the inning. Strikeout 2-3. Barnett records his first strikeout. Wolverines out a run on the Bevan homer. A run, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. Through 6. Grove City on top, 19-2. Back after this on the home of the Wolverines.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control.
Yikes!
So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Some defensive changes for Grove City. We'll get those in a moment. So you may have picked up the audio there, but the changes for Grove City. Shane Cato takes over. He is now at third base, batting in the number 1 spot of the order. In for Sam Bevan. Caleb Backus is in right field, and he is batting in the number 4 spot. And the new pitcher is Corey Vaverka, the freshman from Twinsburg, Ohio. We'll get you his numbers in just a moment. First pitch to Benny Hess. It's a swing and a miss from Vaverka. So the Wolverine defense, Weber still catching. McIntyre at first, Luke Patone at second. Shane Cato, the senior out of Shenango's, at third with Raymond Steyer at short. One swing and a miss, now 0-2 from Vaverka. Left to right, it is Coyle in left, Sampson in center with Backus now in right. And Corey Vaverka, who got the win in the come-from-behind win over Webster last Friday, on for the third time this year. 1-0, ERA of 4.91. 0-2 to Hess is out of the zone for a ball, 1-2. Hess today 0 for 2, flew out the left in the second, struck out looking in the fifth. 1-2. Hit out to right and gone. A line shot over the high fence and right for Hess, his 4th home run of the year. Corey Vaverka greeted somewhat rudely as Hess parks that one over the fence in right field. Muskingum gets a run on the board. It is 19-3. That'll bring up Aiden Reese, who doubled in a run in the first, grounded out to third in the fifth. Actually, it was the doubles in the second. He was picked off to end the inning. Reese, left-hand hitting right fielder. Swing and a miss, came up empty on that one. Line for David Leslie today, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned 6 strikeouts and 3 walks. He's in line for his 3rd win of the season. Max Foster's is the pitcher of record on the downside for Muskingum. 0-2 in the dirt to Reese. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. So Vaverka picks up his first strikeout at home. One down for Connor Tommen. He's 0 for 2 today. What a play Tommen made last inning. Deep in the hole, moving to his right, throwing off his back foot to retire the Grove City batter. That was John McIntyre, who was out on the play. Very much like the classic Derek Jeter play of a generation ago. Vaverka's first pitch low for a ball, 1-0. Vaverka, the righty from Twinsburg. 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Pop foul on the first base side, out of play. 2-1 on the number 9 hitter, Connor Tommen. Vaverka's 2-1. A little bit high, 3-1. As the sun sinks in the horizon over our right shoulder here. About half the infield encased by shadows now. 3-1 fouled off, now 3-2. Behringer out of the high set. The righty deals. That was high ball 4. So a 1-out walk. That'll bring up Grant Mellerson. Mellerson 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored today. Tallman held on by McIntyre over at first. First pitch from Behringer outside for a ball. That's 1-0 on the Muskingum third sacker, Grant Mellerson. 1-0 outside, 2-0 on Mellerson. Third baseman Cato, even with the bag off the line. Good to see Shane out in the field. Hasn't been able to play the field a whole lot the last couple of years due to a shoulder injury. 2-0 is a strike, 2-1. Of course, Shane was an all-PAC DH 2 years ago. Did a good job pitching as a freshman as well. 2-1, 1 away on Mellerson. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, throw down by Weber. It's a 3-hopper. And Tallman in easily. Count now 2-2 on Mellerson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Behringer locked him up with that one. Behringer's second strikeout of the inning. 2 down for Jasper Owens. Owens walked in the first, struck out in the third, struck out in the sixth against the starter, David Leslie. Owens slightly open stance for the left-hand batter. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball high from Corey Behringer. Wolverines, looking to further solidify the bullpen, round out some spots, and Behringer, he's put a pretty good foot forward so far in his freshman season. This one bounced on the left side. Steyer charges, throws, and late. Ball does not hit that hard. Owens runs well, especially out of the lefty box, and it's first and third for Toby Tiki. Owens, his first hit of the game, second time he's been on base. 5th hit of the afternoon for the Muskies. 2 down for Tiki. Singled in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. Struck out in the 1st, flew out to left, leading off the 4th. Tallman at 3rd, Owens at 1st. Joe's bunt pulls back, runner breaks for 2nd, and the throw gets away. Stealing 2nd is Owens, and the throwing error will allow Tallman to score. So that one just got away from the catcher, Adam Weber. And it is now 19-4. As Muskingum was scratched out a pair of runs here in the 7th inning. Behringer's next offering outside, 2-0. Wolverines will be at Pitt Greensburg tomorrow, 3:30, and then back home Saturday for a doubleheader with Houghton at 1 o'clock. Two-0 misses, and now 3-0 on Toby Tiki. Vaverka's 3-0 on the outside corner for a strike, 3-1 now. Swing and a miss. So Vaverka, with a couple of strikeouts in the 7th. Looking to get the hat trick, so to speak. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, the payoff pitch to Tiki. Here it comes. Rolled to the right side. Second baseman Vitone over to his left, throw to first in time. Nice play by Luke Vitone, ranging far to his right, or to his left, I should say, to end the inning. Muskingum scores twice, however, 2 runs, 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left. Stretch time at Jack Behringer Field. Grove City on top, 19-4. Back after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 19-4 Grove City with the lead, and I always hear it talked about, and I guess it's kind of just one of those things, but anytime a guy makes a great defensive play, then he gets to lead off the next inning, and that's exactly the case for Luke Vitone, who made a really nice play ranging to his left and able to retire the batter Tiki to end the last half inning, the top of the 7th. So Vitone will lead off, Braden Coyle, Adam Weber to follow. Vitone, 2-run homer in the first, sac fly in the second, hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th, also grounded out in the 4th. Brandon Barnett, his first pitch is fouled off. Barnett done a very nice job today for Muskingum. Muskingum, certainly a busy stretch of action coming up. Muskies will host Oberlin on Thursday, 0-1. Bounces in now 1-1. Barnett has come in and soaked up some innings, 2 1/3 innings. He's given up a couple of runs, but all in all, he's done a nice job. 1-1, in for a strike, 1-2 on Luke Vitone. And Muskingum will have Oberlin Thursday, doubleheader with Waynesburg University on Friday. 1-2. Foul behind the Muskingum dugout on the first base side. It stays 1-2 on Luke Vitone. Muskingum, of course, a member of the Ohio Athletic Conference, one of the great Division III baseball conferences, year in and year out. Bouncer on the left side. Tom in the shortstop behind it. Bobbles it, throws over to first, and late Vitone legs out the hit. Tom had to come a long way. A ball that was not exactly smoked. Vitone will reach. Then I'll bring up Braden Coyle. Coyle, RBI double and a run scored in the 4th. He is 1 for 4 today. But you look at the OAC, Muskingum moving up in the pecking order, looking to get into the top half of that outstanding league. Barnett's first pitch is a strike. Marietta, year in and year out. Mount Union's been very good. We saw Baldwin Wallace here a couple of years ago. Their BW is stacked again. Up and down the list, all the teams in that league. John Carroll making its final lap through the OAC before going to the North Coast next year. There are no there's no easy day in that conference. 1-1 low to Coyle, 2-1. The President's Athletic Conference certainly trending in that direction as well. You look, of course, W&J and Grove City. Allegheny Gators are off to a good start again this year. Westminster, Waynesburg, St. Vincent, 2-1, low, now 3-1. Chatham, who we mentioned earlier. Cougars they've been knocking on the door as well. Geneva's is off to a good start here in March as well. Franciscan, Rick Carver's team's always going to have some bats. 3-1. Taking all the way is Coyle for strike 3 and 2. Teal just up the road in Greenville. Joe Shawley always has a tough squad there. And Tomcats, they were in the postseason last year. So PAC run not going to be easy. The 3-2 driven out to center field. Camped under it is Owens to make the catch. That's out number 1. Coyle retired. Now to bring up the catcher, Adam Weber. Weber today, 2 for 3, 3 runs scored, doubled and scored in the second. Singled and scored in the third, walked and scored in the fourth. 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored today. Barnett working on the first base side of the rubber. Vatone over at first, not being held on. First baseman Mielek playing in front of him, and this one fouled off by Weber. 0-1 on the Wolverine backstop. Raymond Steyer on deck, awaiting his first at bat of the afternoon. He came on defensively at short in the 6th. Steyer was pressed into duty down in Virginia. 0-1 low, 1-1 when Luke Vatone was hit in the head by a pitch. So Luke came out, Steyer went in at second base and did a really good job both offensively and defensively in that season opening doubleheader. 1-1's a strike on the inside corner, now 1-2. Vatone from Eden Christian is on deck. Steyer also out of Eden Christian. He's on deck. Count of 1-2 on Weber. He's from Montour, which isn't too far from Eden Christian. This one driven to right. Reese has it measured. And Reese will make a head-high catch for the second out of the 7th inning. 2 down for Raymond Steyer. Steyer on the season is 2 for 6 with 2 runs scored. That came in the doubleheader down at Averett a few weeks back down in Danville, Virginia. First one's strike. Steyer playing short. He's a middle infielder by trade, can play second and short. 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Shane Cato, who's made 3 starts this year as the DH, waits on deck. Vatone over at first with 2 down. The pitch from Barnett. Inside. Back Steyer off the plate, 1-2. In the 8th, Muskingum has the middle third of the order due. Palmieri, Castaneda, and Mielek. 1-2, swing and a miss. As Barnett pumps that one past Steyer. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Brandon Barnett, and that will end the inning. The Wolverines, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the 8th. Grove City in command on the Wolverines Sports Network.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Corey Vaverka beginning his second inning of work on the mound for Grove City. Looking to close this one out for David Leslie. 4, 5, and 6 due for Muskingum. It'll be Sam Palmieri, Lex Castaneda and Weston Mielek do for the Muskies. Palmieri knocked in a run with a double in the sixth. He's 1 for 3 today. Struck out in the first, flew out to center in the fourth. Corey Vavorka, the freshman righty from Twinsburg, out of the high set, and the first pitch is high for a ball. Vavorka, a couple of strikeouts and a walk last inning. Touched up for 2 runs. 1-1 is fouled off on the third base side. And it's 1-1. Our assistant SID, Tyler Grupek, running the stat computer here in the 8th inning, using a computer that's probably as old as he is. Ball and a strike. The breaking ball is low. 2-1 now on Palmieri. Two one low, 3-1 now on Palmieri. Sam Palmieri out of Mainville, Ohio. Slightly open stance for the righty batter. 2-1, and it will hit him. Catches him on the shoulder. So leadoff man on. Palmieri on for the second time in 3 innings. Thought I'd bring up Castaneda, the DH. He grounded out to third in the second, walked in the fourth, and popped out in the sixth. Vavorka's first pitch, high for a ball, 1-0. And we perhaps a little stirring in the Wolverine bullpen. Somebody getting ready to take off his sweatshirt. That's Ross Morrow. Shouldn't take him too long to get heated up. He was throwing earlier. 1-0 skied out to center field. Nick Sampson has it and makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 down for Weston Mielek. 0 for 2 of the runs scored. Hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Right-hand hitter facing the righty Vavorka. Vavorka's first pitch, runner goes. Pitch is high, throw down, and safe on a close play. Palmieri in with a head-first dive. So Palmieri with the steal. So man in scoring position now for Mielek. Vavorka. 1-0, chopped foul in front of the Grove City dugout on the third base side. Morrow continuing to toss in the bullpen. Palmieri at second with 1 down. Vavorka gives the runner a look. 1-1 breaking ball in for a strike, now 1-2. On Weston Mielek. Benny Hess, who homered last inning, is on deck. Vavorka deals, swing and a miss. Weber checks the runner, throws down to first to complete the putout, 2-3. That is out number 2, Vavorka's third strikeout of the afternoon. So 2 down for Benny Hess. Hess homered last inning. He's 1 for 3 today. A line shot cleared the fence in right center. First batter faced by Vavorka, so he's made a trip through the order. Hess fouls that one straight back. It's 0-1. Hess now leading the team with 4 home runs this year. Those 4 home runs coming in 30 at-bats. Vaverka steps off. That, of course, counts as a disengagement. Vaverka checks the runner. 0-1 bounces in. Weber keeps it from getting too far away. And the count even now to ball and a strike. Wolverines will have the top of the order due in the 8th inning. Shane Cato, Nick Sampson, and John McIntyre. Now Weber will go out and talk to the youngster. Grove City on top, 19-4. Wolverines 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 2 more in the third, and 7 in the fourth. 3 home runs today for the Wolverines. Luke Vitone, a 2-run shot. Sam Bevan, a solo homer, and Caleb Nutter, a grand slam. The 1-1 from Vaverka. On the outer third for a strike. Now 1-2 on Benny Hess. Hess, left-hand hitting catcher in the number 7 spot of the order. Runner on second is Paul Mary with 2 down. Vaverka's 1-2. Bounce to the right side, right to Luke Vitone. Tossed over to first in time to end the inning. So for Muskingum, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the 8th. Grove City on top, 19-4 on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
He's hit the second baseman,
I
so
think
4.
so.
Is my homework right?
4-3.
I think so.
Is this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. No. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. No, by visiting nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Muskingum. Go all the way on. It's a shortcut for pitching change. I'm showing you this. It's type 22. Hit enter. All right. Then, whoops, forgot to turn that off. Well, as you heard there during the break, we have a pitching change as Jackson Duchesne will come on in relief for Muskingum. Duchesne making his first appearance of the season on the mound. He's had 4 at-bats. Duchesne, he is a junior from Hendersonville, North Carolina, and he'll face the top of the order. So that will conclude the day for Barnett. Barnett, 3 1/3 innings of relief for the Muskingum reliever. Through 61 pitches, 4 hits allowed, 2 runs, both earned. Did not walk a man and 2 strikeouts. So Jackson Duchesne will come on and pitch the bottom of the 8th. He'll face Shane Cato, Nick Sampson, and John McIntyre. Picture-perfect day for baseball, though the temperature's starting to sink at a rather rapid pace here as we head towards the finish line here at Jack Behringer Field. Shane Cato to lead off. Cato first at bat of the afternoon, came on defensively at third base. Cato 0 for 6 with a run scored and a run batted in this year. He's walked a couple of times. That first pitch is a swing and a miss. Oh, 1 down the right field line. It is foul, and 0-2 on Cato. Shane Cato out of Shenango High School. Helped the Wildcats to the state title as a senior. 0-2 bounces in, 1-2. Duchesne, the lefty. Kicks and deals. Curveball swing and a miss. Cato down on strikes for out number 1. So 1 away for Nick Sampson. Sampson this afternoon. He has scored 3 times, a couple of walks, a double, a run batted in. Officially 1 for 3 with the 3 runs scored. Facing the lefty Duchesne, and the first one is out of the zone for a ball, 1-0. Duchesne working quickly. Bounces in 2-0. Ross Morrow continuing to heat up in the bullpen. I expect to see him in the 9th. We'll see the 2-0. In for a strike now, 2-1 on Nick Sampson. Duchesne deals. 2-1, driven out towards right center field. On the run is Reese. It's over his head. Sampson rounding first, hustling towards second, and he will slide in safely with a double. Sampson's second double of the afternoon. He's on base for the 4th time. And the Wolverines have a runner in scoring position with 1 down. Two down for John, let's try that again. 1 on, 1 down for John McIntyre, swing and a miss. McIntyre grounded out to short in the 6th. Caleb Backus on deck, awaiting his first at bat of the day. That one fouls straight back towards us. Count even. Check that count is 0-2 on McIntyre. Duchesne deals. Curveball rolled on the left side. And that one ate up Mellerson, so McIntyre will reach on the air. And moving to third is Sampson on the play. So runners on the corners for Caleb Backus, the sophomore from Michigan. Lefty batting outfielder. Left on left matchup. And the first pitch is a strike. Backus, this is his season debut. We saw younger brother Josh play here and there as a reserve guard for the Grove City basketball team this season. Swing and a miss by Backus. It's now 0-2 on Caleb Backus. Another left-hand hitting Caleb was on deck. Caleb Nutter to the DH. To Backus, swing and a miss. He waved at that one. Second strikeout for Duchesne. 2 down for Caleb Nutter. Nutter today, 3 for 5, 7 runs batted in. 2-run double in the first, RBI double in the second, struck out in the third, grand slam in the fourth, struck out in the 6th. Duchesne's first pitch misses, so it's ball 1. Catches the outside corner, now 1-1. Sampson at third, he doubled. McIntyre reached on the air. One on the dirt, blocked by Hess. It's now 2-1. Muskingum in the top of the 9th. We'll have 8, 9, and 1 do. Reese, Tommen, and Mellerson. Two-one, swing and a miss. Nutter came up empty on that one. Now 2-2 with 2 down. 2 on for Nutter. Now swing and a miss. Duchesne picks up his 3rd strikeout of the inning, and that ends the bottom of the 8th. For Grove City, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. On to the 9th. Grove City closing in on a win in the home opener. Wolverines lead 19-4. This is Wolverine Baseball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
And I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
On the 9th, new pitcher for Grove City, Ross Morrow, the big righty out of General McLean High School up in Erie County, comes on for his first appearance of the season.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an...
Whoops. So for Corey Vaverka, he goes 2 innings today. 2 runs allowed, 2 hits. 1 of the runs earned. A walk and 3 strikeouts. And we're going to have a couple of pinch hitters that would appear for Muskingum. Reese, Tommen, and Mellerson do, but we'll see what the Muskies like to do. We see a number of guys swinging bats over in the on-deck area. Morrow completes his warm-up tosses, and we're going to see the pinch hitter is going to be Cade Whitman to pinch hit for Reese, leading off in the 9th inning. First pitch to Whitman from Morrow is a strike, and it's 0-1 on Whitman. This one rolled to first. McIntyre shovels to the pitcher covering Morrow, out number 1 here in the 9th inning. So Whitman retired 3-1. And another pinch hitter is going to be Gerard Hudson, senior from Atlanta, pinch hitting for Tommen. Right-hand hitting infielder. And the first one is a strike to the pinch hitter. Morrow deals 0-1. Fouled straight back. And it's 0-2. The 0-2 from Morrow. Low, 1-2 now on Gerard Hudson. Breaking ball high, 2-2 now on Hudson. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away in the 9th. Ross Morrow on in relief, looking to close out this one. Pitch is driven out to left. Coyle going back, and it's gone. A pinch hit home run for Hudson to make it 19-5. Hudson, the senior, that's got some guys fired up in the Muskingum dugout. Hudson, first at bat of the season. He hits one out, parks one out the left. And it's now 19-5, and to the top of the order, and we have a pinch hitter for Mellerson. It's going to be Joey Urez. He's a junior from Buckeye Valley High School. Morrow's first pitch. Pours a strike in there. Urez batting for Mellerson. The 0-1 is a strike, 0-2. Here in the 9th. Morrow set at the belt. Breaking ball hangs a little bit inside, and Urez able to check the swing. 1 down in the 9th. And a swing and a miss. Ross Morrow records a strikeout. Two down, and another pinch hitter for the Muskies. This is going to be Tristan Ports, a freshman from Charleston, West Virginia. He'll bat with 2 down. And he takes strike 1 from Ross Morrow. Oh, 1 out of the zone, 1-1 now. Morrow's 1-1, breaking ball on the outside corner, 1-2. Now the Wolverines are a strike away from a win in the home opener. This game approaches the 3-hour mark here at Jack Behringer Field. The 1-2. Called strike 3, and Ross Morrow puts an exclamation point on this one. Back-to-back strikeouts to close it out. For Muskingum in the 9th, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. It's a Wolverine winner, 19-5. We'll come back with the happy recap here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Back here one final time. Grove City a winner today, 19-5. The totals for Grove City: 19 runs, 15 hits, 1 error, 7 runners left. For Muskingum, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 6 left. The winning pitcher, David Leslie, he is 3-1. The loss goes to Max Vosters. He is 0-1. Time of the game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Grove City goes to 7-4 overall. Muskingum drops its first game of the season. The Muskies are now 10-1. It was Grove City scoring 4 times in the first, 5 more in the second, 2 in the third, 7 in the fourth to take command of this one. Caleb Nutter, 3 for 6, 2 doubles, a grand slam, 7 runs batted in. We also have, look at multi-hit games, Sam Bevan, 2 for 4 with a homer. Nick Sampson, 2 for 4, 2 doubles, 3 runs scored. Colin Marin-Petro knocked in a couple of runs. Josh Minnick knocked in 2 runs, scored 3 times. Luke Fatone, 2 for 3 with a home run and 3 runs batted in. Adam Weber, 2 for 4, 3 runs scored. He doubled as well. Braden Coyle, a double. Wolverines get the win today, 19-5. David Leslie gets the win, going 6 innings, struck out 6, allowing 2 runs. Corey Vaverka, 2 runs, allowed 1 earned in 2 innings of relief. Ross Morrow pitched the 9th, gave up a run, and struck out 2. Wolverines win it 19-5. They'll be at Pitt Greensburg on Wednesday. Muskingum will open its home schedule Thursday against Oberlin. And Wolverines will be back home then Saturday for Houghton. 1 o'clock, first pitch for the doubleheader, and we'll be on air sometime around 12:40 on Saturday, weather permitting. With that, we're going to call it an afternoon, now evening here at Jack Behringer Field. Thanks to Kathy Jacobs for all of her help. Athletic Director Todd Gibson, Tyler Grupak, our Assistant Sports Information Director, great job. Got to get his first baseball set up and everything. I know he thoroughly enjoyed it. We hope that you thoroughly enjoyed this one as well. A Wolverine winner today, 19-5. My name is Ryan Briggs. Thanks for listening. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you later this week on the Wolverine Sports Network. Thank you for tuning into the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.